Look at the weather. That's a wall of rain there. You can normally see the mountains. So we're gonna get out of here. All right guys, Todd and I are here, and we have our helper. My oldest son's here as well, but you guys can see Todd and team have done a great job thus far of getting all this up. Much more complex than meets the eye here, but you can see our concrete structure has not collapsed, so that's a good thing so far. So Todd's gonna kind of walk you guys through, just because I know people, you know, watch these videos to try to find out, you know, can I do this on my own? Is it worth the effort? And some of the smaller, finer details, because I know some videos are all about, you know, oh, we're the best, look how easy this went up. Well, we want to show you the real side of where things kind of get hung up, and there's some corrections that have to be made on some things. So I'm gonna let Todd walk you through at least one or two of those things right now.
So I think we talked about this before, but these walls are not level from side to side, corner to corner. So we had to use some non-shrinking grout to support these. So these beams all the way around are level on the same grade, but we had to pour this non-shrinking grout. So we built some forms, poured that in just to support underneath. We have leveling bolts underneath, but you can see we needed to add just a little bit of support to pass the inspection there. They said it looks great, there's no problems with it. So this back wall was the worst. We had over an inch right here, and then this one over here is perfectly fine. So concrete dips a little bit and then it comes back up over there. So we had to do that. Now we got to put on just a few other things on the framing here, and then we can start putting sheet metal up, and that's the plan for today. Putting up the purlins go across this way. So that's what we're going to be working on once we get this lift in place. All right, guys, we got one up. So concrete wasn't super great, unfortunately, so we've had to adjust a few things here and there, but got this first one going, so it's starting to take shape. Get that second one now that we know a little bit more about what we're doing, and it should just start coming together pretty quick. Finish this up before that lift goes back. It's going back on Monday, it's Friday. So what we're trying to do is just get the rest of these supports right here, those done, and the center line done, that one done. And I think we can send that thing back. Once we get there, everything else we can use the ladder. So. clips up. You can see them there. So now it's time to put that last purlin up there. And we can tie them together. And then it's got these DPs that go across as well. So last two, I'm starting with 2A. 2A is going up first. That's this one right here. Then we're doing that one across. Okay, we've got that one up with the supports on the sides. So now let me show you on this plan. We have to do these ridge ties, and that is like this. So there's a T-plate on one side, bolting into the purlin with a support ridge tie in between. Same on the other side. So, I'm gonna need a bunch of these babies, a bunch of these, and we'll get it done. All right, guys, we are done with framing. Now we're working on down at the bottom. There's a little angle iron that we screw the siding in. So we're getting that all put in place. We got this sweet little nailer nailed through the concrete. Having fun with that. So that's what's next. All right, update. So we put all this bottom trim on. It just basically just like flashing, you know, so as water's blowing or dripping. You see here it's got this lip on it. And we just put up our first piece. And I say we, I really mean Todd. Pretty interesting on this back corner with no flat ground. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, we had a lift. Yes, it's back at the rental place. Anyway, got that bad boy up there. And then there's an end cap that goes where the two pieces meet. So we've measured everything out. Now we're gonna put it up all the way down there. And then I think we'll have one of the more difficult sides, because if you remember, the other side has kind of some benches, some flat benches for the ladder to sit on. Over here we have this slope. So it's making it interesting, to say the least. All right, we got this wall just about up before the rain hits us. See it coming across the valley there. Working with sheet metal is not that great in the wind either, so we got that last piece up before the wind starts blowing too hard. This is the toughest piece on the building, so our side, we want to do this first because there's no real level ground for the ladder and whatnot. So I'm not filming that part because it's definitely taking two people holding ladders and stuff. I'm just glad we have Todd, who's not afraid of heights. We did pre-drill these on the ground so they would all be uniform. If you're doing one of these buildings, I highly suggest you do that. We got a tip from
from a guy to do that. We also had to come back. We found this insulation cap or whatever they call it, just like a foam that goes in here. The homeowner had it in his house and remembered, so we had to back all these lower screws out, put that in, and then the same thing will be at the top. All right, we're really trying to hurry there through the weather. That's a wall of rain there. You can normally see the mountains. So we're gonna get out of here.
Hey guys, back again at this steel building. We've gotten the roof on. I want to show you that. We got it all enclosed. We've got a door to put in here, window there, and the trim on the outside, up top and on the back. I'm going to trim that a little bit, that corner there, to get it all to fit, and then it gets some pop rivets and some caulk around there, and then there's just a few little holes to seal up over there. So yeah, making progress. Didn't show you any of it because it was a real safety third situation, and well, we didn't need to see that. So anyways, we're getting closer on finishing this one up. It looks really nice from the outside. Obviously this trim up top is working. With all this wet stuff down here, it's shedding that water off to the sides. So yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on this, hopefully get it done this week, and then we can focus on some other projects.